Chapter 61:18. Jacob slapped his thigh. Hey! What do you think they want to do by sending the invitation? Of course, they want to collect money, right? Elaine nodded. Then this person is really shameless, like at your age. He will send you an invitation and say that your share of the money will still have a chance to be returned to you in the future. After saying that, Elaine sighed to herself. Oh, maybe there is a chance. Didn't you want to divorce me? After you divorce me, if you find another one, can you hold a wedding? Jacob waved his hands awkwardly. Okay, honey, don't make fun of me. Those who said divorce before were just angry words, and you didn't agree to it. After 30 years together, how can we really divorce? Jacob didn't know that Elaine was deliberately setting a trap for him. He had really been looking forward to divorcing Elaine before. But Elaine was indeed fierce, always talking about dying together. When Maiqing was still waiting for him, he didn't have the courage to break up with Elaine. Now that Maiqing was about to get married, there was no need for him to insist on divorcing Elaine. If they get divorced now, wouldn't they lose both the wife and the troops? Moreover, with Elaine's usual domineering and aggressive attitude, once they got divorced, he would definitely have to pack up and get out. Wouldn't she even have a place to live? If she hates him and goes to the Calligraphy and Painting Association to make a fuss, he will be completely doomed. Therefore, in this situation, it is impossible to mention divorce again. Even if Elaine agrees, he cannot agree. Elaine couldn't help but sneer at this time. Oh, Jacob, you don't plan to divorce me? Jacob quickly agreed. We are an old couple. How can a serious person still get divorced at such an old age? What if? If the word gets out, people won't laugh at you. Elaine sarcastically said, Oh, then I'm confused. Then Maiqing is so old, divorced, and remarried, isn't she afraid of people laughing at her? Jacob subconsciously said, Hey, Maiqing is widowed. As soon as he finished speaking, Jacob's face instantly turned pale, and his heart that had just been relieved suddenly rose again. And he asked tremblingly, Eli, wife, you, why did you think of mentioning her? Elaine stopped pretending and scolded angrily. Jacob, I can DMN well do it. It's already this time, and you still pretend to be confused while pretending to understand. You are taking me, Elaine, for granted. What a fool, her name was clearly written on the invitation just now. Do you think I didn't see it? Jacob's heart suddenly thumped, and his whole heart sank to the bottom. He trembled and said, Old wife, you, listen to my explanation. I don't want to lie to you about this. I just don't want you to know and affect your mood. Elaine turned sideways and slapped Jacob in the face, furiously. Then she scolded, Jacob, what are you doing with me here? Why don't you want me to know that it will affect my mood? Do you think I will believe you? After that, she asked angrily, What did you say? When did Maiqing come back? When did you two hook up again? Jacob was slapped, and he was angry and scared. His daughter and son-in-law were not in the car, and there was no one who could stop the fight. And he didn't dare to hit Elaine back. Once he did it, Elaine would definitely fight him to the death. No matter what happened, she would attack him, not to mention that he was still driving on the highway. In desperation, Jacob covered his face in grievance and said, Honey, you saw it just now. She sent me a wedding invitation. She has a boyfriend. Oh no, she has a fiancé, and they are getting married next week. I am sure with her. She is innocent, otherwise, why would they send me an invitation? I also know her fiancé. He is a professor at the University of Finance and Economics. Innocent? Elaine asked sternly. You SL3PT with her countless times 30 years ago. You, a shameless BA5 tard, even had S3X with her in the woods on the lover's slope of the school. Do you think I don't know? You two had such a dirty past. And you tell me that you two are innocent? Who the hell believes you? Jacob suddenly felt uncomfortable and stammered. You all who said that, it's nothing. Elaine slapped her again and shouted hysterically. You still want to lie to me? Maiching told me this all personally, you still want to deny it. Jacob ignored the pain and said nervously. How is this possible? How could she tell you this? Elaine snorted coldly. Don't forget, I was with Maiching back then. But my good friend is in the same dormitory. She was so silly and sweet, and couldn't hide anything on her face. After she finished doing that with you, her face would stay red all night long. She's tricked her out. The reason why I didn't mention it for so many years is that she went to the United States anyway. So there's no need for me to mention the dirty things about you two and make you have endless aftertaste. After saying that, Elaine clenched her fist, shaking with anger, and said in a trembling voice, You can tell from this. You bastard never told me the truth. Tell me. How did you two hook up? When did you hook up? When did that SLT Maiching come back? Did you two hook up as soon as she came back? Jacob knew that he was in the wrong and did not dare to answer Elaine's question. He just subconsciously moved his body to the left as much as possible to avoid the beating again. As soon as Elaine saw that he had stopped talking, she knew that there was something lurking in his heart. So she unbuckled her seatbelt like crazy and immediately pounced on him, moving her hands like crazy wild cats. She tried her best to greet Jacob's face and said bitterly, You BA5 tard, you dare to cuckold me, I will kill you.